Hey everyone, it's Modern World Emporium. We are back again with another episode today. For today, we are going to be covering a single video. It's very long. I apologize for that, but it's a very, very important video. And it is why paternity fraud needs to be outlawed and mandatory DNA tests need to be implemented immediately. Let's begin.
I have been married for 51 years. Got two sons, 42 and 40. Damn deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting.
Judging by the look on this man's face and the obvious caption on screen, I'm sure you can guess what has happened here. This man's life is about to take a turn for the absolute worst after 51 years of marriage. This man was a judge. He was a paternity judge, hilariously enough. And here is his story. Let's continue.
They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's. Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those two idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman, or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows.
And there it is, the heartbreaking news. This judge found out that all his children were not his after 51 years of marriage. His woman had been hooking up with various other men, Chads and Tyrones, behind his back, while he was dealing with women who were dealing with Chads and Tyrones behind their husbands' backs. It's irony at its finest, and you can't help but feel bad for the guy.
It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were. And they ain't the same. She was bopping a couple of different guys. But if I could figure out who they were, I've been practicing law long enough that I pretty well figure I could sue their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into those two deadbeats.
As he should. Taking care of children, especially multiple children, is an incredibly expensive task. Thousands upon thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point in this man's life were sunk into these children. Think about it. First cars, paying for things for school, paying for dances, paying for lessons, and paying for sports equipment, paying for their college. Oh my God, this man, he got dragged. Really, really horrible. And he didn't deserve any of this. A lot of people might say that he did because he may have screwed over other men in the court system. There's no real direct proof of this. But regardless of your opinion, I don't think any man deserves to go his entire life taking care of Chad or Tyrone's kids with his own money that he earned and then just not know about it until basically the bitter end. If you really think about it, he basically has nothing else to live for.
It just chaps my ass that she couldn't tell me. I'd probably forgiven her. Maybe not. You know how it is. Yeah, boys, y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell how by looking who's the daddy unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits, and 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right.
And based off what he's saying, if 4 out of every 5 times the man is
Chaps
not the
my
father,
ass.
that would mean around 80% of
She
women
couldn't
cheat.
tell me.
Obviously, that is not a completely
I'd
true
probably
metric.
forgiven her.
There are many, many other factors, and that is just his sampling group.
You know
But
how
in
it
his
is.
world, he has seen
Well,
that
boys,
almost 80% of women
y'all
cheat,
need to go
and
get
now
your own
he is the
paternity
victim
test.
himself of a cheat.
You keep
Very, very
throwing that
sad
mud
stuff.
up
And
and use the
hopefully he
daddy
can recover
effect.
from this.
And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex. You ain't nothing. Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story. I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers.
This judge is all like, I believe he's about 80 years old, and he's drafting up divorce papers at 80. That is really, really scary to think about. The man has nothing left. His life has been completely flipped, turned upside down. There's nothing he can do. I wish this man the best of luck. I really wish he could find those two men that screwed his wife and sue them into oblivion. Gentlemen, this is why you need to get a paternity test. Do not care what your woman says. If she says no, do it anyway. It is not about trust like they lie and say. It is about protecting yourself, your assets, and your children. It is about protecting your future and your time. If you are raising another man's kids, there is nothing you can do about it if he hits this stage and you find out. So just do the paternity test now and find out.
See if I can't get free of that crazy bitch. I mean, I stayed with her for the sake of the children and the grandchildren. Now the great grandchildren. But they ain't no kin of mine. Fuck 'em.
Fuck him is right. This man was robbed of his entire life. Children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren, none of them are his. His entire bloodline is a lie. His legacy just evaporated before his eyes, and there's nothing he can do about it. I have to imagine this man's soul is so broken he can barely eat. Like, what do you do after you find this out? Like, I, I think I hate to say this, but most people, when they find things like this out, they pass away very shortly afterwards due to the extreme stress and heartbreak. So, if anyone knows if this man is still alive, please let me know. I would love to know. And with that, unfortunately, we are going to be closing out the video. I wish the best of luck to this man and his, not his family. They can go to fuck themselves at this point. But I wish the best of luck to this man, and I hope he's okay out there. And for all the rest of you, thank you for checking out the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.